And Trix just becomes a monster. An abomination. Let's go with abomination. It's more appropriate for Trix. What? She's an aberration? Yeah, it's from the Shadow Realms. The Shadow Weave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all very bleak, isn't it? I'd have to check into the mythos and the lore a little bit more. I don't even think Drow exist in Drakenheim. I wish you told me about that one. So, your answer, according to Errata, is Drow do exist in Drakenheim, however. They are merely an offshoot of the Elven race. So it's basically an Elven variant. It's not the big, like, underground slavery thing and stuff like that. It's just an offshoot of Elves. Yeah. So it's like you get wood elves and high elves and stuff like that. It's just a different variant. There'll be a slight fascination, but yeah. No, absolutely do it. That's not seen as a bad thing. You'll just be seen as an exotic race. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, from what I've seen, is this the Dancing with Fire one? Yes. I did say maybe play Fish in the River. No, I think no. You should play Sphinx in the Nile. Sorry, I've been sitting on that one. Yeah, and the fingers being weirdly distorted and discombobulated. They broke her fingers for it? That's extreme, but very Drakenheim. The feet aren't. The feet are rather sort of lion-esque. But yes, we are not, we're not doing it. We are playing Immortals. And we're carrying on without Ina because I don't actually believe she's going to join. However, as it is Ina's birthday, whether she's here or not, I'm doing this regardless. As part of something that I am doing for each of your birthdays now, I will do one backdated for Lars's. Because I decided today that I'm doing this. Each of your birthdays will be called a fest, so today is Ina Fest. So you each get an Ina Fest present. We'll have Travis Fest and Lars Fest. So each of you gets a beautiful present from her. No, from her sugar daddy. Yeah, even Trix has a sugar daddy. Think how much money he has. Yeah. Yeah, at that level, it's not about money, it's about what you can get. Oh, hang on. Have I done this the wrong way around? I think I've done the pictures wrong. Oh, yeah, hang on, I've messed up. Give me a sec. Right, this is Dimblum's. This is Hattie's. And that's Trix's. Oh no, about show again, sorry. There we go. There we go, sorry. Now you can see all of them though, I can't do much about that. Reality tuner. The prismatic pocket is Trix's. And the mortuary music box is Hattie's. No, I've changed it now. Let's see, now it says Trix. I've created weird items for you this time. Because you all have very sensible items. Although you find ways to use the weirdest items, the glasses of hindsight, in the best possible ways. Yeah, see, my point exactly. You really should have done. Just suddenly an ice pyramid in the desert, because it's always the pyramid. True. I should just be like, oh, this one is okay, now I might have to do that if I get the chance to fly back over there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Fly over the thing that tried to eat you. Yeah, great plan. Well, I am scared what Lars is going to do with the Dimblum's reality tuner, because there are many options for it. No, the one thing that I added was you can turn gravity sideways. Which... It's not a lengthy thing.
that.
You keep just hitting them with it, they just keep going sideways.
Well, eventually, it's over the edge. But at that point, it's the easy bit. Yeah, the real goal is, yeah. If your real goal is getting them over the edge, you have to trick them to make it happen. But punching them and making them fall 5 feet every time is kind of funny. Why does Discord keeps like giving me the option and showing me that there's that link there, but I'm on a completely different window and it's just still highlighting it for me. It's
Oh,
really weird.
that's annoying.
Anyway, let's see. Fun cookie flavor. I do like the fun cookie flavor of mine.
I like the last one. You just make Dance Macabre. Dance, not dance. Dance Macabre. It's not the spell. And I like the idea of the ribcage Roomba.
I'll get to that in a second. I was just finishing like fun cookie effect, which just sounds fun, and I will be able to use that actually for
As he just walks into a random room in some random house, leaves it there open. Just the people think their entire house is haunted. Because she's left it under a floorboard. Are you typing it out, Lars?
I'm typing things. I'm allowed to type.
No, I thought you were typing out your item. I thought, no, don't do that.
No, I don't. I'm
Oh, okay. If you need it, I can copy and paste it to you. It's fine.
I can also copy the text.
I know. Oh shit, didn't mean to. It's Happy Einafest, even though she's not here.
I hope she has a happy birthday regardless.
It's Absent Einafest. How oddly appropriate. That sounds like a disease that's festering somewhere.
It does.
Oddly appropriate still, though, I'm going to be honest with you. It's very tricks of...
Okay, the dance macabre is fun. It's fun.
I wanted it to be fun. Sometimes you need fun items, not just serious ones. Lars is possessed by your music box. Was that the lament of Aunt Griswold? Why do I feel like this is just going to be worse somehow? I mean, it's done quite well, but I now find it slightly unnerving. I question how you hold an item. How? They don't have opposable thumbs. Are you just going to hold it like this? It is. Because magic, that's how. You need more than your notebook, Travis. We had a very long discussion about it and I gave you background knowledge.
Oh, yes, I need that.
I will do a quick recap because it wasn't that long. So, in the last session, you guys managed to take down Tharnak the Destroyer after turning his troops to ash, whilst Trix collected items for her narcotic empire, along with a large degree of trauma. At which point, you went to face Tharnak, and Dimblum decided, I'm going to have a Clash of the Titans moment, and decided to be the size of Tharnak and fight him in means. Few Ash Wardens appeared, but the rest of the party aided him in defeating Tharnak. Dramatically so as well. Doing so, you gained his loot and a boon from destroying him, along with some favour from the dwarves. However, in time which gave you little point to argue, Pretender appeared and basically ushered you through a portal saying he has discovered something. He looked very rough and very badly exhausted and slightly injured, but he did not offer any explanation. He said when you returned to the Druid Circle that he needed to rest, which, considering he's the King of Justice, is quite concerning. The rest of you decided to settle in slightly, and Dimblum intimated that he wished to go and see the chieftain's daughter before the end of session. Apart from that, it was collectively decided that Hattie would tell a fireside story during the collection of such, which is above table, my DM's way of interiming to the next section. Did I miss anything? See, look, it can be fast and efficient. Last. We did not decide that because it had not been broached. If that wishes to be the case, time spent inside the Druid Grove, I am more than happy to class as long rest. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he went into one of your tents. I believe he went into Dimblum's tent because he told him to. Yeah, he probably does. All of you do. No, no. Tents have been supplied. Yet you guys decide to sleep on the ground. You don't know if they're your tents or what's going on. Either way, you're just used to it. Hovers slightly above the ground. Yeah, seems oddly appropriate, actually. That's why Trix straps herself to him every night, just to be certain that she doesn't fall off. By this point, she's found it quite relaxing. They've done this since they were married. It's just normal now. She straps herself in at night. It's now canon and I can't argue with it. No, I really don't think she would deny that in the slightest.
She will make it better and more horrifying.
Yeah. Hopefully soon. Hopefully she does turn up for a better session.
Yes, I do it with my eyes open.
Yeah, I look straight into his eyes while I do it. Uncomfortably so. No, because Trix doesn't sleep exactly. Yeah. You just see darkness in her eyes. He's asleep by this point, I'm going to be honest. Are you trying to bed the chieftain's daughter?
Make it not feel lonely.
Okay, fine. Different kind of not lonely.
Let me get a fire going. A little bit of tea while I'm watching. When you get back, we will have some tea. And these bad boys. I do not know if you
He can drink. It's up to Lars if he gleans any pleasure from it. We've never actually discussed if Dimblum... We've discussed if he's capable of eating and drinking, which he is. However, we've never discussed if he gets anything from it, like taste-wise, enjoyment, or anything. Obviously, he's not going to get any nutritional value from it.
It takes me a little over 12 seconds to catch
Is that it? 12 seconds.
I have a movement speed of 80, and if I'm measuring this place, it's not that
Jesus. Oh, hold,
I
hold.
just
Don't encourage this.
it can take me 6 seconds to get over.
No, this is not acceptable.
walk like a normal person. Take 30 seconds.
There. Try now.
Oh yeah,
Just readjust the scale.
Yes, I did. How much?
Like a half a kilometer.
How much movement do you have? 70 feet, isn't it? 25 minutes. Oh no, you need 25 steps, basically. 25 times 3. So, no, 25 like steps of movement. So, 50, so that'll be 75 seconds to get there. Which is 1 minute 15 seconds. Which is also terrifying that you've travelled 2,000 feet in 1 minute 17 seconds. 15 seconds, sorry. That is also terrifying. Jesus, that's terrifying.
I'm going so fast you can't see I'm going fast.
I mean, isn't Hattie's movement in Dragon Speed close to that, though?
I think it matches. I think it's light speed.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so you're moving like 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's faster than highway.
I mean, to be fair, I can also just
No, you can beat that.
fly off.
You can fly 120 feet.
Oh, it's way under. Okay.
I can also just. Nah, it's actually not that much.
If you go as straight as the crow flies, it's much quicker.
Yeah, no, it's only 100 feet.
Less.
Less.
Yeah, which is a bit weird. I was expecting to be a lot less. Because how far you went round all the trees and that.
Well, remember, D&D quarters count.
Yeah, that's true.
This is why I like hexes instead of square methods.
Yeah, I like hexes better, but most D&D uses square.
Yeah.
I am transitioning to hexes for you guys. Because I prefer them.
Oh, no.
Is it going to screw you up, Lars?
No, he's going to hex.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Now everything's off center, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes, yes. Only enough to keep them sovereign.
Was she not? No, she actually isn't. That's odd.
And one more that lights up.
Right. Let's see if any of the other ones did.
No, they're not. I'm looking. They're all just that tiny bit off.
Yeah, I don't. So far, I don't see anyone that lined up. That's a
No,
funny
wait.
coincidence.
You found...
One almost lined up.
It's very close.
Might have moved them.
Yeah, I moved those two. Pratanda lines up.
He was very close. I saw him shift slightly.
Oh, okay, I did move him, okay. Yeah, but
It
yes.
was like 3 pixels though. It was really close too.
What are you going to do to the... No, let me rephrase that. What are you going to do with the chief... No, that's worse. What are you... Just do it.
What do you say?
I've got no way of making this better now. Just go. The ore? I thought you said ore. We vanquished the ore. No more iron ore for you.
You ain't getting no more iron.
Fenris will growl at you once again, as he kind of just does as anyone approaches. Looks potentially on defensive. If you try and kill Fenris, it's not going well for you. I'm telling you this now.
Avoid teapot that is melodic.
Avoid tuneful teapots. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
Somewhere in the distance.
My whistle.
Yeah, you just hear a teapot hiss melodically in the distance.
I look around.
Hattie did say she was making tea. Yes. Dimblum is not eating that tea now. Drinking that tea now.
Why am I eating tea? I'm not that much barbarian.
You are a barbarian, literally, though.
Yeah, but not that much. I just take tea, leave them there. Oh,
Just start chewing on them. Who says that Hattie makes tea from leaves?
makes tea in mouth because of saliva.
You don't have saliva.
You're not the one to eat the leaves and then pour the boiling water in your mouth like the cartoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have lubricant. You don't have saliva.
Have I had lubricant?
Yeah, your mouth is filled with astroglide.
Tricks like
Yeah. It explains so much.
I don't know.
Anyway,
That's why he doesn't squeak either. He's constantly lubricated.
I just have some of
Yes.
in my joints.
I'm glad to see you back. It'll make no difference, but I'm glad to see at least one of us return.
She can see that it's barely beaten up.
How? How does Dimblum look beaten up?
I am innocent. I'm looking like an elf. How does an elf look beaten up?
Okay, that grazes, cuts, bits and bruises. Okay. She's still confused.
I look mostly sharp.
Yeah, there's an arm missing but no blood.
I look just metal saw.
I'm glad to see you back. There are too few of us left. Oh, okay. I was almost expecting more.
I'm not gonna. Today I don't report back to her. I'm dead.
What's more horrifying is how old she actually is. Dimblum has been in the hells for a heck of a long time, then asleep for a heck of a long time. This woman's like 10,000 years old. It's not far off.
Well, don't. I know some classes abilities hit that point where they just stop aging.
Yeah, she is at that point because she took the druid oath. So she is at the point like the rest of the druids where she won't age anymore. As she did tell Dimblum anyway.
Specifically that she stopped aging.
No, but she did tell him she took the oath.
Just run off some excess energy.
You hear a singing. You hear a singing kettle.
I take you the
A teapot from a teapot. So by the time the Hattie's made tea, you have returned.
Oh yeah, if it takes less than 5 minutes to boil water and make tea, sure.
I get a feeling that Hattie making tea is like a whole ritual thing. It's the only thing she does methodically and in a specific order every time.
He doesn't have a ritual to it the way Vision River did. He had a ritual.
Yeah, I know, but I mean just like adding the ingredients steep for a certain amount of time, that kind of.
Perfected over a century of doing this.
Yes.
Fun fact for you guys, you would know that Hattie has talked about this a time or two. That she used to make tea like this with Soul, and she would enjoy this on the mountaintops during particular blizzards. Because obviously they don't have the same effect on dragons as they do on humans, but sometimes they would go up and sit out in the blizzard and enjoy a very hot cup of tea with the air from a very cold blizzard.
So you drink
pouring
it with
around
Sol.
them. So it's a nice little piece of home.
Yeah.
So she sits down, and if you were there, you would see her just boiling the water up in the little kettle, gathering up some pine leaves from the trees around her,
The
washing them
druids
gently
looking at you
with snow.
with daggers in their eyes as you deface their trees.
I think she does so.
Daggers or daggers?
I was
Stakes
gonna
in
say,
their eyes.
I don't know if she. Yeah, no, she would just take them. I mean, she's being relatively respectful, but
I mean, they instantly
whether
grow
their
back the
blood
instant
is
you
on
take
that.
them, but
wash them off in the snow and then plop them into the after freshening them up a little bit. Plop them into the kettle, boiling up some nice pine tea.
question,
pine
where
tea.
does the water come from?
Probably melted snow,
Okay.
or she has. I have create water. Anyway,
I didn't know if you actually did have create water, because at one point you were like, I might get rid of this.
I don't remember exactly what I have. I can't remember if I have a decanter of endless water on, or she would just need to melt snow.
Either way, it's
Let me actually double.
fresh water.
Yeah, either way it would be fresh. I'm gonna double check my inventory now that I'm curious. I do have a decanter of endless water.
There we go.
And a water skin full of water wherever I can fill it, obviously. So, multiple sources of water
She's everywhere with enough heat.
out here anyway. Setting up just a little small fire, maybe just a little tiny one enough to boil the kettle on. And you'll come back to the smell of fresh pine needle tea. So it's steamy, it's hot, it's rich, it smells kind of like Christmas. At least to me. Welcome back. Did you have so you were only gone a few minutes. Did you have a nice chat with her?
Yeah, no, I'm merely reporting that I have not been slain in combat.
That's good to report. But I think as long as I am here, you will not be slain. You are very capable, but I will keep you.
To be fair, I
Stay
think...
too.
Don't take this the hard way, but I think you will be slain before me.
I hope you're right.
Then again, it's not gonna happen anyway, so, you know.
Here, would you like a glass?
Who serves tea in a glass?
Is that not the word for it?
Cup.
A cup.
It is made of glass, though.
Are they not the same thing?
Oh,
Cup and glass.
oh, they're made of different material.
Hatties are made
There's
of
no
glass.
different purposes.
Hatties are actually made of glass, so...
Well, would you like
I know how upsetting you find that.
I was thinking she probably had those tin travel cups, to be honest.
You know what? Why not? I'll take a glass of tea.
Here. Common is not my first tongue. You know this. So forgive me if I mixed my words up.
I mean, my first tongue is a dead language, so you know.
Mine is not dead. But
What do we class as your
there are
first
few
tongue?
who speak it.
A demarcation
I mean,
question.
Saruk,
No, that's not Dimblum's first tongue.
ever since I gotten the ability to, where is it? Echo of the first tongue.
Are you claiming that as your first language then?
Yes.
Would you like to know your actual first language? Because I have discovered and figured out where Dimblum comes from.
It's either Celestial Common or Elvish, or I have to add a language.
You do have to add a language because it's not an errata language.
Oh, okay.
Dimblum's first language is High Valerian.
High Valerian, okay.
But
Yes.
yes. Do you want to hear? Well, I think whether you want to hear it or not, it is important to tell you this. Protender can likely answer more questions when he is awake. But I have a feeling that somewhere deep in me, I know that this is important. I hope that makes sense.
Before you say that, pause 1 second.
Yes.
This is Hattie's teapot.
Let me find it. I have too many windows open. Ah, that's actually very cute.
I thought you'd approve.
Where did she get it from? Because this is not the one she's been traveling with since she was a sailor.
No, she found it on a crate in a desert island where she found a small child and a small boy searching for something, and they found treasure together. That's the thing she took from it.
Huh.
Wait, what?
So she has had it for
Why
many years.
have you found Elias and Trix on a deserted island?
This was like 60 years ago.
Okay, so you're telling me Trix is 60
Well,
years old.
40 or 50 years ago. Do you really think Trix exists in the timeline?
I mean, currently,
Is she bound
where
to the
we
timeline?
stop Purple Box, we are suspiciously on an island.
I know you're suspiciously on an island. And me and Travis already had an agreement before we ended Truzzlebox.
Okay.
I'd forgotten about that. That was a long time ago we talked about that.
I forget nothing.
He said
That's
as a
fair.
threat.
I do. It does sound quite threatening. It's not meant to be threatening.
I forget nothing.
I know everything you say and do, always.
Nah.
August 4th, 2021. Travis farted. It was.
I hope you have spotted after that.
Probably. Never mind. I don't want to talk about that.
We're not discussing Travis's flatulence.
Oh. Well, I would be concerned if you haven't parted since 2021.
So would I. Anyway,
No, completely lost your train of thought.
yeah. Would you like me
Yes.
to start this? What of this would you like me to read?
Technically, you have to read all of it, but it's up to you if you wish to go around the corners or develop or make it more hatty.
So I can smooth the corners out and make it a little more hatty.
Yes. But it is
Okay.
meant to be sort of like a bedtime kind of cautionary tale story.
That's fair.
So I think it reads
So,
as,
Dimlin, you are a I hate to use this word, but you were a bit of a barbarian, correct? You often you often speak of rage and of violence in combat. But let me tell you a story of rage, of the madness that tore my kin from the skies and smeared their bones across the mountains.
Oh,
Know this, hatchling. I was not yet born when the first frenzies came, but still it found me. My shell was unbroken, yet my dreams burned. My wings were not yet spread, yet I felt them tear. A dragon cannot escape the rage, not even in the egg. It's written in us, granted in the marrow of dragonkind. I dreamt of fire, not of the fire that, or of comfort or creation like this before us, but fire that devours all. Cities, skies, even memory. I dreamt of wings so vast that they blotted out the sun. Of thunder that was not storm but striking scale. Of the seas rising to swallow nations, drowned in falling worms. I remember shrieking, chorus of my fellow dragons, countless, writhing in madness. I tell you, I remember, though I was not there. That's the cruelty of it. This rage passes through time as well as flesh. It's called the Draco Rage. It's a simple, silly-sounding word even. It's too weak for what it is, because it's not really anger or fury or wrath in the way that you would think, but it's unmaking. It's thought itself being clawed apart. One moment your kin, the next prey. Broodmates rended one another with tooth and claw. Mothers shattered their clutches. Ancient worms who had not stirred in 1,000 years awoke shrieking and laid waste to their own hordes, their own hearts, their own mates. And what caused it? Mortals speculate, and even among our kind, the truth is clouded. There's a few tales, and I've gathered each, but they're just as terrible as the last. Some say it was the king-killer star, baleful eye that bleeds its light into the heavens every so many centuries. When it rises, all dragons lose themselves. It's no star, they say, but a wound in the firmament, a chained god gnawing at eternity, bleeding madness into the weave of the world. Perhaps Asgaroth's dark twin, perhaps the sundered soul of Io himself. Others claim that it was wrought by the elves, that long ago they feared dragonkind's dominion, so they wove a spell so vast it swallowed. A mythal, they named it, high-bound magic, bound to the bones of the earth itself. It was meant, they say, to weaken us, to shatter our unity, whenever we grew too mighty. A prison not of chains, but of mind, of claw, blood. Yet, what sort of defense turns sire against brood, lover against lover, and flame against flame? Elves call it protection, I call it betrayal. Perhaps it was Odin. No, that's another. But some whisper another tale. That it was not elf or star, but God, that Io himself, father of wrathful of his children's pride. That he tore sanity from us to remind us of humility, the silence after the rage we were meant to remember in awe and fear. Yet if this is true, then Io's love is cruelty. And if it is not Io, who wears his mask? The truth is hidden. Perhaps it's all of them, perhaps none. Even those who survived remember the rage was not only blood and ruin, but also silence. Afterwards there is blankness, years lost, entire broods forgotten. I will tell you what is certain. The rage ends, shame remains, ash remains. Lairs stand hollow, filled with the bones gnawed by their own hand. Flights are gone, names are lost. Mortals call it the apocalypse, yet to us it is worse. For it's akin slaughtering. Murder. The deepest wound a dragon can know. Do you wonder why some dragons vanish into the to never be seen again? Or why some swear oaths of stillness, never to fly beneath the cursed star again. Why others become little more than beasts, clutching at rage long after the star has set. It's because the rage scars our minds forever. It's just not a storm that passes, it's a venom that lingers. And yet mortals whisper more. The whispers of the rage was not an accident, nor even a curse, but a weapon. That in the heart of the north, beneath bone and ice, lies the capstone, the font of the Draco Rage itself, place of high magic, and draconic blood, where the elves bound their oath. They say the stone still hums with madness and still bleeds whispers into the world, waiting for a fool to touch it. Others claim a mad prophet, the Samister, the whisper of scales, drank in its power. That he fell upon the myth, all stoked it and twisted it, sought to make it eternal. I don't know if this is true or simply a tale that explains why his name is still cursed. But tell me this, if one dragon can learn to wield the rage instead of to suffer it, would that not be the end of all? Do not think death is freedom. Some say the rage ends with the grave, that beyond life and death it cannot follow. Yet, I know otherwise. There are whispers, whispers of torn souls from their rest, still writhing, still rending each other the after realms. That is, in Carcerite, in Helheim, in shadowed places where the dead drift, dragons still fight as they did beneath the star. Perhaps the rage is not of this world. Perhaps it is deeper, older, tied to what it means to be a dragon. I don't tell you this just to frighten you, no, but fright is for mortals. I tell you this because we must know. This rage is not is not history or myth or a scar. It's a wound that festers, and it is waiting. And one day, I fear all too soon, may come again, and the skies will burn for the last time, first time, truth. What think you, Dimplum, of this tale of Draco Rage?
I think I will put out my psychiatry office.
No. Hassie, you've got some shit to work through. Let's do it now.
I think you need to have a seat.
I'm so glad I gave Travis extra information.
I do not see what this would help, but I will follow through with your offer.
Also,
She'll
when did that guy come? And I will point.
This one has been watching. This one has been listening. This one is always here.
Would you like some tea?
This one does not imbibe, but this one thanks you.
Born of Ice is his name, yes.
Yes, I do remember him.
Yeah, no, I just have to scroll down because I can't remember every single name of NPCs
Yeah,
all the
there are a
time.
lot. I accept that.
Yeah. Let me do a wisdom save just to see if Hattie makes it, but I think I'm going to willingly fail just because I don't feel like
Fighting
messing
it.
with Dimplum. Well, it's an 18, but I am going to willingly fail it.
At which point we will call a 5-minute break. back to Immortals. Oh, Travis, you get inspiration. Thank you for doing
Thank
that.
you. You're welcome. I will happily take a single dice roll. A DM's inspiration, correct?
Yes.
Hooray! I wasn't being sarcastic, genuinely. I was like, I meant thank you.
my inspiration carries more weight. I know that.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, Hattie,
He
Yes.
sits
From
twiddling his pipe in
Jess.
his jacket, his long leather chair.
from just the seriousness, the untold fury of your kind has never really been something that's been on my mind, if I'm going to be honest.
That's fair.
But I understand your worries.
The Draco Rage was a terrible occurrence that has been burned into our ancestral memory. So, just as a human child wakes up knowing that the snakes might bite them, so do we wake up knowing the rage of our ancestors. It's not that we are all prone to rage, but in some ways we are.
I have a very hard time seeing you angry.
I suppose you never have, though it's not above me. I have been angry times in my life.
Everyone has had anger in their life.
It's one
It's
emotion.
not an unhealthy emotion to have.
Correct. But the Draco Rage is not that. It's a losing of oneself. It's not just anger, it's not just violence. It was some blight laid upon us from sources still debated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what more you want of me.
This
But it
seems
was bad
like
enough.
something you want of yourself and not that I want of you.
Perhaps. I have fears, though, that Ethan Grox has either been taken by this, perhaps he is searching for it, perhaps there were clues in my home, that's why he took it from us. I
Honestly,
don't genuinely know.
do you think undead can feel emotions such as wrath?
I think he feels no emotion but wrath.
This one believes he is not undead. This one believes he is something else.
I would concur.
This one has seen
He-
it. This one knows.
What does this one know? Does this one wish to share?
This one is as old as the ice. This one need not show what will come to be.
Can this one be less cryptic?
This one is not cryptic. This one just believes the ice. This one is the ice.
So this is a very roundabout way to tell us you believe in yourself.
Kind of, actually, isn't it? Above table, though, I like the Dracarage because it adds flavour to dragons, because everyone thinks of dragons as these mighty creatures, but when they have this one major flaw, it makes them more humanised.
Yeah.
Which makes me
It's
sad it's missed out a
also-
lot of the time.
Yeah,
Just
also the thought
overgrown
of
lizards.
the accidental dragon zombie apocalypse is horrifying
Yes.
as both dragon and mortal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, all of the dragons in the world are suddenly very angry.
And not just the chromatic ones.
All of them.
Mm.
This one. Perhaps you can answer a question for me. I have been trying to attune myself to the ice as of late. The ice is honest, as you say. The ice has been there for nearing eternity. The ice
How
is
do
my
you
element.
near eternity, Hattie? Is either you've been there since eternity or not. You can't near eternity.
Everything has a beginning and an end, but sometimes that
Yes,
beginning
and if you
very
began
far.
at the beginning, then it has been eternity.
Because it's
You
a really
can't
good
just
place to start.
I
10.
could,
If you were created 10 hours after everything else was created, you haven't been created since eternity. It is as
Ah,
simple as that.
Eternity and Immemoria are different as well.
Dimblim, I was simply meaning that it is far older than I can verify. Let's leave it at that.
I love
So
how
I
sort
have
of angry,
Wait,
sort of
wait.
Churchill cigar, like moving his lips, is judging you as he says it. I'm not buying it.
I have been attempting to attune myself to the ice. But this last time, something dark reached back out, and I believe it was our... Has he infected the ice? Has he taken over Great Glacier in more ways than he should?
This one knows that one is a wound of this place.
This one, that one.
A wound that this one cannot heal, that one has caused. This one hears the screams. This one hears the pain. This one feels...
Does this one still talk to the ice today?
This one talks and is the ice.
Can this,
But this one
teach me?
hurts.
Can this one teach me to commune with the ice without the watching of that one?
This one can, but this one is pained.
What could I do to help you? Is there anything I can do to relieve the pain?
This one will not ask such things. This one knows asking such things causes pain to that one. And he will look at you. This one knows certain things should be held full by this one until this one, and he'll look at you, is ready. This is so complicated, cryptic. I'm trying to make it straightforward.
Right? My life has been a series of pain. Pain is no stranger to me.
When I was
So
a
whatever,
young boy, my father...
so whatever is best for all ones.
Thank you, Lars!
Whatever is best for everyone, regardless of what is best for this one.
This
myself.
one will speak soon, but this one's time is not yet here.
This one looks forward to speaking with that one more when that time comes.
I think we end my conversation there before it gets too complicated.
I don't know, I was following just fine.
Yeah,
You only
it's
threw me
good.
off like the one time.
It's starting to get more complex, though, isn't it?
Right.
This one
That's
must tend.
Hattie.
The golden
The
one
main-
will wake soon.
What?
That's good.
This one has been
The
watching
main
and
thing
tending.
is that he deletes himself out of existence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is
He will be
our-
taken away in a flurry of snows.
That one is a character.
No, this one is a character.
This one can.
That's
still
what
No,
it's
go
I
on.
mean you are also a character, Hattie,
We've
but
heard.
I can just perceive things getting complicated. I can just see it.
when you talk about
He's-
something that refers to themselves as this, that will be that. And if this will refer to yourself. So if you started just refer to
Don't
yourself
explain
as
it. It becomes
this,
complicated when you explain it. We just have to go with it.
Dibbler goes on an hour-long rant about pronouns.
So, is there anything you wish of me in this position that you have me in?
I don't wish you to become this. And I point to where that stood.
For God's sake!
I do not wish to become that either. I do not wish to enter a Draco Rage, but I fear that that may be part of the machinations here, regardless of my choices in the matter.
Okay, so what angers you to the degree
While in the psychiatrist's office.
that you feel like you are outside of your own control?
Nothing.
Because I can tell you that you can control your rage.
I'm well aware of that. 50-odd years ago, I may not have been. I was very angry when I was younger. But it's understandable given what life had thrown at me. I Bucks did. Even a few years ago, I was still very angry. I wanted nothing to kill him and sunder him, and to some degree I still do. But I think I've reached a point of, not forgiveness, that's not the right term, for I could never forgive him. But a place of balance, I think, of better perspective. I am no longer driven by rage. I'm no longer driven by anger against him. But I still wish to end his reign and whatever scheme he is planning. We'll see how that all plays out. But what I do fear is being sent into an uncontrollable rage. The Draco Rage is not something to control or be concerned about. It's just a state of being. And if he could learn, like you said, to control that, if anybody could learn to control that, it would be terrifying.
Would it not be as, and I will do quotations when I say this, simple as to fortitude your own mental abilities in order to control it? It is all in all an emotion, and an emotion stems from your mental state.
It's possible. When the first Draco Rage came, nobody had warning. None of us had any concept even of what it could be. But those that do remember only remember flashes of rage and violence. It's not impossible to think that we might be able to prepare better for it now that we know that it may happen again. With no warning, there is no chance. We all just fell to it.
It sounds to me like you're describing alcoholism.
Alcoholism.
Yes, you slowly turn your emotion into a problem and then lash out.
That is a drastic simplification, I fear. I see the parallels, but I don't think that that holds much sway. It's more of a... Dimlim, have you ever been mind-controlled?
In all theory, yes.
It's a bit like that. There is just a switch and it is no longer in charge. It's not a slow descent. It's just 1 minute you are there and the next that you are a hollow shell of yourself in rage.
Just
Not under your own
strengthens my
control.
point that you strengthen your mental.
Yes, no, I agree with that portion.
And it's becomes less and less of demerit to think about.
Yes, you are somewhat right in that. We do not know if anybody can resist it, but it is possible. So I agree that we should work on strengthening, or at least I should work on strengthening.
Hmm.
Though, to be honest, my mind is fairly sound. I could use some work. Perhaps Protandor has more information when he wants. Maybe there is some defense against the rage. And if not, well, it's worth trying at least. Again, I
I
don't have
would
many
think
answers.
this would be more of a problem for your species if it was not controllable.
It's a great problem for our species. The first Draco Rage was a massacre. We
Hmm.
lost 75% of dragonkind, maybe more. When I spoke of entire clutches and entire clans wiped from the face of the earth, I meant it. Cities,
And
civilizations, homes laid bare.
there has been what has been done in order to counteract it.
There has been research, but there has not been much conclusive about it. There are a few wise elders who are researching it still as we speak. I couldn't tell you who. It's not a branch I follow. Because it's theorized that it was a one-off event, and most feel pretty helpless if it were to happen again.
Hmm.
As I said, there may be. There are some that believe it was caused by a star, by Io. There are some that believe it was caused by the elves burying a weaponized magical creation of some kind here, which is possible given how hostile it is. But this would have had to have been many centuries ago, with how thick the ice is, using some sort of elven magic that's lost on me. Anyway, there are those who search. Tender may know more, but I'm afraid I don't have any very solid answers for you, other than, yes, we are considering ways to counteract it, if it does happen again. But many are just fearful.
Well, what good does it to live your whole life in fear?
Many years ago, someone told me much the same thing. That's when I stepped foot onto a sailing ship out of
God.
Luskin. You
Hmm.
raise a good point, Dimplin. Perhaps going forward in power, even if it ends up being folly, is a better step.
You can be proactive to not look at the past in order to lean away from the merits and fearfulness of things happening again without any viable solution to the problem. It's good to learn from the past, yes, but it's not good to be stuck in it.
That's fair. We should ask questions. We should do some more research. We should see what we can find. Maybe the druids here know if there is something that could have caused the Draco Rage. This was centuries ago. But yes, perhaps there are. Perhaps they remember.
Well, it looks like we're not going to get anything done without asking Pretender what has happened to him. So let him rest and let us see if... You know what? What if we take a day off, Hattie?
That does sound very nice. It has been a series of several interesting days. And personally, I'm very exhausted. Use good dinner, and I could use a good night's sleep myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, let's do that. Let's do what we want to do for today. And most of tomorrow, because Pretender needs his rest. I know he is a very sturdy dragon, but everyone needs some time off when you're looking that beaten.
Yes, I fully agree. I need some time to ponder another idea I have had. Well,
Also, could I get my staff back, Rose
oh
of Cosmos?
yes, you had asked me about that. Let me see. Here it is. It's in my bag somewhere. Let me just fit it. She'll pull it out of a compartment, wrapped up in a nice cloth. Unwrapping it.
Mhm.
Here you are.
Thank you.
I will remove that from my inventory.
And I will add it to mine.
It was a very interesting creation, very powerful and impressive, but unfortunately I'd never found myself at specific use for it.
Well, no one ever used it, so you know. I might as well reuse it myself then.
I look forward to seeing what you do with it.
I will
I
hold
just think
my
I'm not
staff.
creative enough.
Oh, you are creative enough.
I know it's ahead of time, but I'm going to end session there because it seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good spot. I think we're going to wrap things up with a little bit of